Good evening, everyone. So today is Saturday, the 7th of March 2026. We are all gathering here to do this evening chanting. So thank you, everyone, for attending this evening's chanting. We have One Pen, Sobita, Karen, Kaling, Manu Bauzu, Simone, and Chitra. So we are all here for this chanting. And we have Gavin here from early morning. He is still here to practice the Dhamma. We had this all-day meditation today. So it was a wonderful day. I felt that they passed so quickly. And it was a wonderful retreat. We had a few members stayed all day practicing meditation. And Gavin was here from early morning. So he has been here all day as usual. Your back is sore now. Maybe sitting too much. How did you feel today's retreat?
It was good,
You like it?
yeah.
So I deliberately, second round, I let people sat for 1 hour.
Was it an hour?
Yeah, initially was a half an hour. So half an hour walking, half an hour sitting. And then after that, I thought that why not try? And then the first hour, I let set for 1 hour. And did you see? Everybody was, oh.
I managed to sit like this for that hour.
Yeah, so you managed to sit like that for 1 hour. Very good, well done. And I noticed after I ring the bell and everybody was just hugging their legs and then and when they would start walking like limping.
Yeah, but we weren't walking around the ground straight after that.
In the morning as well. So 2 sessions of 1 hour meditation. So it was quite good. So and so today in this retreat I didn't talk much either. So I try to let all the members practice as much as possible because of the limited time. So I enjoyed myself too, and it was very calming and learning. So it was a wonderful time to practice. And our members also enjoyed too. Normally our members like to have philosophical debates or like to learn or like to discuss on certain suttas, which in the past I used to read out the sutta and discussed. But I thought today I will rather just let everybody practice and no talkings apart from the initial instruction and then the question answer at the end. And I noticed that question answer at the end was more practical compared to in the past. That whenever there is these retreats, I normally read out the sutta and discussion, and it was more like a philosophical. Whereas today, since I did not read out the suttas, and I let everybody practice, so the discussion was more onto the practical aspect. And people were talking from their own experiences, the difficulties and their understanding, so which is more beneficial than philosophical studies, so accumulation of the knowledge. I was very happy to hear their concerns and their questions and their sharings that was coming from their practice, not from the memories. So that's why in the Buddha's teachings there are 3 different types of knowledges that one can acquire. First knowledge is called Suttamaya Panya, the knowledge that one acquired by listening or reading a book, which normally we can accumulate knowledge about certain things. If you read a lot, then you will have a lot of memories about the certain things. So this is also known as a Parato Kosa. Someone has said and someone has written, and that is a knowledge that you have acquired by reading or listening. This is like a knowledge that is not distilled and is still not regarded as the real understanding. And the second knowledge is called a Chintamaya Panya, which is the state that whatever we have read, whatever we have heard, we basically distill them and investigate them. After thoroughly investigated, and the result that comes out of it, then that is the investigative understanding. This is the stage like scientists find new inventions. Similar way, this is the second stage of a knowledge, but this is again still not lead to the liberation. This can be a knowledge that fits in accordance with the cause and effects. It probably fits in accordance with our senses or our thought or preconcepts. So this can be regarded as the second knowledge, but it still can't lead to the end of a suffering. Like a scientist, they may have invented many theories, many inventions, but that doesn't lead to their own happiness or their own suffering. Like there are some stories that the scientists in the past, despite of the invention of these things, they became very miserable in a sense that despite of it, they have won the prizes for it, they have a fear that someone may top it up, and someone may become superior than them. There's a superiority and defects, and become very agitated. I remember when I was attending a 10-day retreat, one of the teachers talked about this one scientist in America who have become so stressed and depressed despite of a knowledge and well respected, and later on he came to meditation and realized that in fact those inventions and those knowledge and becoming a professor and so on, in fact that doesn't lead to the freedom. Similarly, yesterday I was talking to some of the university teachers, and they were also saying that if you have become a monk, if you are a monk, that's already high status. You don't need the professorship, the titles anymore. These are the worldly status. Whereas becoming a monk is like you have given up all the status. So like that. So that's why becoming a monk is something that you give up your background, You give up your all the ethnicity and all the knowledge, but transforming yourself into the new form, a newborn, new person. With that, there is no stress, there is no depression or nothing at all. So that's why the second type of a knowledge is still not the knowledge that leads to the happiness. Now the third type of a knowledge, which is known as a bhavana me panya, the knowledge that you have acquired through thoroughly not only the investigation by examining on the different aspects, but also you have experimented by yourself by using your own mind and body. So with that experiment, then you realize the reality pertaining to itself, and that is the real truth, and that real truth will not change. That is the reason why whenever we meditated and in the experiences that we attain in the meditation, it won't fades away. It's like imprinted in our memories. Whenever somebody talks about it, we straight away know that this is what it is. Which is the reason why when somebody comes to share their experience of meditation, and a good meditation teachers or a masters or a coach, they know that where they are at and which angle they are coming in, because they have gone through it. And that is the universal knowledge that whoever walks on the path, they will see that path and they will understand that path. It's like the simile and I normally like to give is the concept of the water. The name of the water can be different to the different ethnic groups or nationalities, but when we break it down, ultimately it's always H2O. Doesn't matter a physician from America or Europe or in the UK or Scotland or in India or in Sri Lanka or Bhutan or in the Middle East, whoever breaks the element of a water down, they will find H2O. Similarly, in the practice of a meditation, once you have walked on it properly, and then the result will be always similar. It won't be a different. Only difference would be how clearly or how much clarity in it based on each person's quality and understanding of that. And this understanding leads to the liberation. The reason that leads to the liberation simply because having seen that the mind-body, in fact, is made out of conditioned things, and that's not supposed to attach to, and these are not supposed to be hang on to, and understanding that these are impermanent, once we have understood in such a way, then we realize that we're getting sickness and getting old and getting death or experiencing of death is very common, and we see this as something that killing us, and we want to be suffered. There is a sutta comes and Buddha said that it's like massive boulders crushing the mountains. This mountain is like a massive boulders, the mountain, high sky mountains, and moving from all four directions and rolling over all living beings. And whether the noble ones or whoever, whether the poor ones or outcasts or scavenger, merchants or whichever, doesn't matter how wealthy you are, doesn't matter how poor you are. These mountains that coming through this four directions will crush everybody, crush everybody and spare nobody. So having seen that, if someone has seen in such a way then that person will be troubled by the fear, or troubled by the things. And doesn't matter how hard one try to protect themselves, it won't be able to protect, because these massive boulders are like the old age, sickness, and death. So these are, it's coming. It's like crushing everybody in that way. And whoever tries to protect from these, not getting sick, not getting old, and not getting die, it's just like a waste of money and a waste of time, and a waste of energy. So that's what, rather than, according to the Buddha's teachings, rather than fighting over it, learn about it. In fact, nowadays this is a multi-million business going on, like a plastic surgery to make yourself handsome, or to make yourself beautiful, and even making more attractive, and using so many different cosmetics to make more attractive. So these are basically delusional perceptions that one has developed, thinking that one can overcome, and hiding the getting old and sickness. Like these days, when you see someone who is beautiful and thinking that she must be or he must be only 30, you never know. Maybe they are 50s, but because of the plastic surgery, they become so beautiful, so handsome, and especially those who are in the entertain business, they spend a lot of money on that, simply to fight over it, thinking that they will be young forever, or they will not get sick, and then they will not get, and they will not be dying. These are all a delusional state. So that's why it doesn't matter how hard you try, you will get sick, you will get old, you will be dying. So whoever wish to understand these and not be crushed by these natural phenomena, one should learn the Dhamma, and practice the Dhamma. Once that person learns the Dhamma and practice the Dhamma and comprehends through the practice, then rather than mourning about getting old, rather than mourning about getting sick, they will try their best to maintain this 5 aggregates as much as possible, simply to practice the Dhamma, simply to take this opportunity to be enlightened. And this enlightenment is the only thing that leads to the freedom. And this only can help us, so that this practice again helps us to live our life more skillfully, not here, and then mindfully. So whoever practice in such a way, they will be happier and contented the life that they have lived, or they are living, and understanding that this is a precious life that we have, because we do not know whether we will be reborn as a humans or not, or whether we will be reborn in a heavenly world or not. Whereas here in this life, we have this such a wonderful moment, a wonderful opportunity. We should be learning the Dhamma and getting closer to the liberation. So which is the reason the practice of a meditation is so crucial and so important. From my own experiences and today's experience, that demonstrate that all the members who came to meditate today, during the question and answer, they express from their understanding rather than a philosophical understanding. So which is great, which is very wonderful to hear about it. So I really rejoice on everyone's effort to practice, and everyone's effort to learn the Dhamma. And I do believe that with this little by little practicing, accumulation of these merits and this perception, these perseverances eventually will pay us off, and we will be happy here and hereafter. So I wish you all the best and continue practicing. With this in mind, let's do the chanting.